Hey guys and gals, welcome back to another VinnyVid Productions video. Hi, I'm Vinny and I will be your host. I want to thank Larry from Model Car Madness from Rhode Island for sending me this awesome gift. gift. um, this will be a complete build with a few exceptions because I broke or lost parts. Duh. But to give you an idea, this is the color that it's in. And this color is a Tamiya PS51 purple anodized aluminum. So, I did the first part, the unboxing, and up to priming all the body parts and this and that and the other thing. But I just did not record the entire build. So what you're going to see is actually the completed build. So with all that being said, let's get down to the bench and see what's going on. By the way, what's going on back there? Ooh. Talk to you in a little bit. Toodles! Okay, boys and girls, here we are back at the bench, and we're going to do an unboxing, and we're going to start building this kit. Larry, again, thank you so much. I appreciate the gift, man. It's like I said, I was getting ready to build a older Ford product until this showed up. So now, this is going to get built. So, I kind of like all the customization on this. It looks pretty cool. I like the special on the front end, and I took a look at the parts, and they are pretty cool. Got these big old fat white walls on there and stuff. And I explained the engines. There's several types of engines that we could build. So let's open the box up and see. The first thing I'm concerned about is I hope that these decals will work. I'm not concerned about these down here as much as I am concerned with these guys up here, because these are door panels and front seat, and I forgot what this one's for. And this one here goes on certain places, like on the roof. You can see those marks on the roof there. So I'm hoping that these decals are good. I might use some of this other stuff. I don't know yet. We'll see. I already chose a color for this. If you keep your eyes open, you just might see it, because I did a test on this just to see how it was going to cover. Anyhow, here is the top. It's a removable top. I think that this here is the cover for the bed. I don't know exactly what this piece is, so we'll have to find out. Here is the running boards and tub bottom or support. Chrome trees. There's 3 chrome trees in here. This is supposed to have customized suspension and all kinds of stuff like that. Oh, these cool lake pipes on here. I like those. Those are really cool. Front engine covers, chrome. Headers are chrome. Lots of chrome on here. Very nice. Rear suspension is chrome. Oh, these must be mufflers. Yeah, these must be mufflers or something. Oh, I see. Yeah, the headers will go into there. Ah, very cool. Here. Looks like the front customized grille, windshield frame, oil pan. What else? engine halves, steering wheel. I think this is a radiator. Cylinder heads, intake manifold, fuel injectors, more fuel injectors here. Like I said, this engine could be built a couple of different ways. These, when I was looking at the instructions, said that these are Hilborn injectors. Not too many parts in here, actually. Here's the rear bed, and that's got a customized taillight assembly. That looks pretty cool. Here's the interior. Now let's see. There we go. Here's the body. And then here is the interior tub. That's what I'm saying. See those decals? Those decals run along. Let's see, how can I do this? Run along the door panel and then onto the back of the seat. So that's why I'm hoping that those decals will be good. Okay, then we got the hood and the customized front. Goes on there like that. Okay, and chassis, if you want to call it that. Tires, rear lights, and the big old white walls. I've never done these kind of white walls before, so that would be fun. What else we got here? Fan pulley assembly with the belt. And I don't know what this guy is. I guess we'll find out as we go along. Alright, so I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to hit this with some primer on the body. I'm expecting paint to be here tomorrow. This car is going to have, I want to call it a matte finish, but it's actually an iodized finish that this car is going to have, so it's going to look pretty cool. It's one of my favorite colors too. If you guys know, always hear me talking about my favorite colors, you'll know basically what color this car is going to turn out to be. Alright, so let's see what kind of differences we have with the engine. So this is the engine part here. So you got these headers, well, exhaust pipes, oil pan. Here's that front cover, still them out. So what makes the difference? Oh, and I want to show you. Let's see. I hope I don't lose it, because I didn't want to spend any money on buying exterior parts. Uh-oh, I'm missing a part. Hey, maybe I'll have to. Come on now. Oh, okay, I see it. I didn't want to go out and spend money to buy a distributor. This is the distributor they give you, is this guy. Let's see if you can see this. Okay, so what I did, I drilled that hole right there, and I took a bunch of wire and I clumped it up and glued it and made it fit in that hole, and now I have a distributor. So it's not that I'm being cheap or anything, it's just that, you know, I don't want to wait for parts. If I can get this done in one video, that's what I want to do. So we'll take this and this and we'll put it safely in the box. And now let's see, engine parts. So we're going to need this. Okay, boys and girls, welcome back to the bench. What you're looking at is a whole bunch of pieces and parts that are all primed up and ready for paint. Like I told you guys earlier, I do have a color picked out for this, and like I said, I hope it works out. I'm not sure. This is the interior bucket. The decals I showed you earlier will go inside of here. I don't know if you guys can see. It's got Yeah, you can see that. And I'm hoping those decals will work and fit in there. So the color of this, I don't know yet. Chassis is completed. I installed the transmission cross member. It's painted in gloss black. Then, as we move along, all these parts have been de-chromed, except for the radiator. The radiator is already painted. They're ready for primer and then paint. And then finally, no, well, not finally, here's more stuff that needs to get de-chromed. And this right here has got some molding marks on that. I'm not going to try to clean those up because these are so thin, I'm even afraid to sneeze, they might break. But anyhow, we have the windshield and the pedals. And I don't know what I'm going to do for gauges because I don't have any decals for gauges. I don't know what color I'm going to paint the dashboard either. Then we have the generator. Oh wait, the starter. Here's the generator. Now I know you guys can't see this little guy right here, but that is the oil filler tube. And then finally, we got a firewall with dual master cylinders. That's pretty cool. Never seen that before. Alright, so what I need to do now is start putting some of this stuff together. I'm going to go ahead and paint these whatever colors I choose to paint them, and then we'll start putting this together, and then we'll actually start putting the cart together. Next time you see the body, it will be in color. So, with all that being said, stay tuned. We'll be back shortly. Okay, boys and girls, we are back. This is my completed Hemi. I went with the Hillborn injectors. I drilled and put all the spark plug wires in, and now, if you remember earlier in this video, I told you how I was going to make that distributor cap. Well, if I would have used that cap, it would have made this distributor way too tall. So I decided just to use the wire harness that I made, and you really can't tell. Oops, you really can't tell that it's not a distributor. So all that's done now, I still got to de-chrome the generator and the starter. Once those two are done, this will be complete. And I tested it in the chassis, and it fits very nicely in the chassis. Let's try it right now. Alright, and then those two got there. Okay, and so let's see, I'll hold it down right there. That's how it's going to look in the chassis. Of course, the exhaust system is not on there yet. I want to see, because in the cross member, they give you these huge, gigantic holes, and I'm assuming that the exhaust system is going to go through those holes. I haven't gotten that far yet on the instructions, but I'm pretty sure that that's what's going to happen. Those exhaust pipes are going to go right through there. Okay, back to work. Talk to you guys in a little bit. Okay, boys and girls, welcome back to the bench. This is going to be the reveal of my A-La-Cart build by AMT Ala-Cart. It is a custom build car by George Barris. And it's a very, very nice customizing job. And the kit went together pretty well, pretty easily. The only thing I didn't like is they're showing like a wood panel back here. There is no wood panel on the decals. I decided not to use the decals at all. So, without further ado, let us see what I've got accomplished. And here we go. Bada bing! What do you think, guys? Uh-oh, my tailgate fell off. Anyhow, this is that purple anodized paint, aluminum. Yeah, I like the color. It's the finish that's on the car now is the way it's going to stay. I'm not going to glue the top down. I want to take the top off when I want to. Also, I'm not going to do the deck or the bed cover, I should say. But I'm going to show you something that's inside that bed right now. I do not, and this is my own opinion, I do not like those big fat white walls. I think this would have looked better with just black tires and chrome wheels. That's just my opinion. Now, I had a little issue with the hood, and I'll show you what that issue is. Let's move this over to here. Well, let me show you the back first. Go the other way. Okay. Under this hood, there's absolutely no room for a battery. So, I put a battery in the trunk, or in the deck, or in the bed, whatever you want to call it. Let's see, put that like that. And I'm thinking about maybe putting something else on the other side of it, maybe a moon tank, or something like that. And this is the gas filler cap. Fits on there very nicely. I didn't use any of the decals. What I'm going to do eventually is where these stripes are, I'm going to paint those. I'm just going to get some matte black. I don't have any more matte black. So, and this here will, all of this stuff won't get, I'm going to leave it off right now. Now, the interior, I'll show you the interior now, and then I'll show you what's the problem with the hood. The interior, pearl white. The only detailing I did was on the dashboard. What I did was I masked off the gauges and did body color on the rest of it. And the top windshield frame is done with a Fusion Firm. Steering wheel is done in mahogany with the chrome horn ring. And that's it for the interior. Very, very easy stuff. Now I told you guys that I broke some parts. That's my fingers, you know, big huge fingers in a China closet. Oop, the other way. Anyhow, I did find the windshield wipers, so those will be here. They're like $6 for a pair. Imagine $6 for a pair of wipers. All right, so the problem I'm having, let me get this off because it's only gonna fall anyhow, is this hood. Let me go on the other camera. Yeah. See the gap along there? And on that side also? Well, that's not, I mean, it's not all the way down right now. Now, the instructions, let me take this off. The instructions say that this and this should be two separate pieces. The hood and the nose. I couldn't do it the way they said in the instructions, and I'll show you why. Get my hand behind here. You see those two? That little black locating pin and that black locating pin? If any of you guys built this kit before, let me know how big of a mistake I'm making here. Those two pins should go in these two holes. Okay? Easy enough. So without the hood on here, I tried to put this on the way it's supposed to go. So what I'm seeing is that if I had to use those two pins, which are right there, 1, 2, this does not go down far enough. So, what do I do about that? Has anybody built this kit and had that problem? I mean, I got it to fit. I mean, I've been doing some work on it, trying to get it fit a little bit better. And it is fitting a lot better than what it was. I hold it down. But when I display my models, I usually display them with the hoods off anyhow. And finally, for the engine compartment, there's the engine all wired up. This kit came with the firewall with molded in 2 master cylinders. I added the XL coil. You can see the exhaust system in there. Hillborn injectors is what I used. XL coil, I installed that. And here is the bottom. And you can see that this chassis is all the way down, and I just don't understand how they expected me to get that past there. That's what I'm saying. If any of you guys built that, just other than that, I think I mentioned I don't like the white walls, the fat white walls on there. To me, I don't know. They just don't jive with me too much. I do like the stance. The stance is really cool. I like the stance. Yeah. So that's it. Again, Larry, I thank you so much for this kit. It was a fun kit to build. I've been working on it in between working on my railroad. I need to get in touch with you, Larry. I have another project for you if you're interested. Anyhow, I'm going to call this video good. And as always, your questions, comments, inputs, sub shares, and likes are always welcome. For now, that's all, folks. VinnyVid Productions out for now. Toodles!